Good afternoon, everybody, my fellow stampers. This is Susan, and it's time for Sunday Stamp with Susan. Susan Carlson, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here to show you a new card. So first I want to show you a sweet collection. It's called Delicate Desert. And with my time in San Antonio, I'm really drawn to southwestern things. Good afternoon, Judy. And I wanted to show you some of this lovely DSP. So let me put this book away because I have incorporated this in the card I am making today. And it's watercolor wash on one side and a design on the other, and then a design on one side and another design on the other. Vibrant desert colors. Then we've got another design and another, and they kind of coordinate. Let me see, I closed the book up. I don't know what the colors are. Soft succulent and some gray granite. There's a nice design for you. And some cross hatching. Another watercolor, and another watercolor on the back of that. And then what I'm using today is a design with dots on it, and then kind of a crosshatch. I wouldn't know how to describe it, but I love the colors. I love the theme. Probably next week we will be working with some of those colors. This is the card we're going to be making today. Thanks a bunch. It's carrots. And you can see how I've used, well, you can't see, this isn't variegated, but you'll see when I put the other piece on, it is. So this is from our celebration special catalog, January 5th to February 28th. Hi, Gloria. Nice of you to join us. And this is a fun set. There's carrots and leaves and littler carrots and even tinier carrots and some nice sentiments. So let's look at the card again. Because there's a two-step stamping on the carrot, I decided to use my Stamparatus today. Hey, Virginia. The crew is growing, so I'll leave that there. And I'm going to, if you've never seen the Stamparatus work, it's got plates. I guess I'm going to need to have it over here a little further. There's plates so that you can put it exactly where you want it and get it, get that double stamping done. So I'm going to start out with, this is pumpkin pie for the carrot. And I'll move this over, and I'm just going to stamp it up, or ink it up, I guess. And then I'm going to bring it over, press it down, I know I've got my little tool here somewhere. Ah, here it is. That helps get it pressed down really good. And it is a bit of a distinctive stamp. Now we're going to do the other part of the carrot that makes it look like it's got a little dimension to it. And I'm using crumb cake for this. I'm going to bring that over. Careful I don't hit you in the eye. And rub that on and make sure we've got it just about in the right spot. It's very hard to guess that. So now I'm going to put the leaves on. Going to use soft succulent for the bigger leaves. So that we can give the carrot some topping. Okay, there's part. Yes, the Stamparatus makes it easy when you want it to be precise. And another leaf there. And then we've got the feathery fronds that are often on the carrots. Whoops, I almost did it upside down. And this doesn't, well, we're going to have to move it down a little bit. I didn't figure that in. There's that. And there's that. So there's one carrot made. Now I'm going to turn this around so that it's in exactly the same spot as this first one was. And we'll get the second carrot on here. Just, if you're using the little things, the little Stampin' spots, you're just going to keep stamping until you've got it covered. So many possibilities with this. You can make a spring card. You could add some animals, little bunnies or something. In the second one, anytime you're making multiples of cards, this Stamparatus is a good tool to use. Comes with these magnets that hold the thing down. Yes, I'll be cutting the carrot out. So, fussy cutting. Okay, now I'm going to move this away You don't want to let these touch. They're very strong, and there's a magnetic field behind there. And I'm just going to take this and set it aside. And I'll clean it up in a little bit. And I'm going to finish up with the carrot tops. Yeah, there aren't any dies that go with this carrot, so I could have just done him on the white paper as a background, but I wanted some interest and some depth on the card. Okay. And then the last one is this. And he seems to have, I know I have a wet one in here somewhere. I don't recommend using baby wipes for this, but for the outside on the acrylic, it's all right. Done with that. Done with this. Close these up or I'll be wearing them. And then this is going to be the darker. And I know that a lot of you don't like fussy cutting, and some of you don't mind it. I'm one of the don't mind it. So that's what I'm going to do now, is cut these carrots out, and it won't take me very long. I'm going to leave a little bit of white around the outside. And these are our snips, paper snips. I have one decorated with ribbon that reminds me that it's just for ribbon, because cutting paper with your ribbon scissors will dull your snips. And you can see I'm not being very precise. I suppose this is semi-fussy cutting. Just want to get the outline of the carrots. And that crumb cake was put on to show some dimension to the little carrot. Okay, there's one. And here we'll go two. So I had a good trip to Virginia. It snowed and rained all the way down to Maryland, and then it cleared up, but my phone died and I panicked, and I was too stupid to remember that my charging cord was that it had an end that would fit in my phone, but I didn't realize that because it's a new phone. So it was just out of juice when I got a call that came through on my watch from my daughter about where I was, and she talked to me how to get to a restaurant. So we met there and had dinner and then went home, and I never would have found her place in the dark. It was out in the middle of nowhere on Chickahominy River in Chickahominy Haven, which is close to Williamsburg, a little ways from Richmond, and it's that area that I'll be moving to. It's rural, it's beautiful. I can't wait to see it in the spring. Okay, there's both my carrots. Now we're going to put this together. I have an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of cardstock, soft succulent, scored at 4 1/4. Use my bone folder to get a good crease. And then I put, so that you can see my original as well, off to the side. I put on a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white cardstock, just to brighten it up. And then a 5 by 3 3/4 piece of the DSP that goes with the desert. Put that right on there. Okay, now I've cut from the second circle, second largest of Stylish Shapes. I've cut this with my mini embossing machine. And we're going to stamp on this, "Thanks a bunch," with the Evening Evergreen. And don't forget that I will be figuring out who gets the card I'm making. Put that right in the middle. Okay. The circle dies is from, it's called Stylish Shapes. There's circles, there's squares, and then there's some banners. So that is one of our newer ones. I just need that wipe again because I've got ink on my finger and I don't want to transfer it to the card. Okay, this is going to go on Dimensionals. Whoops, I almost put the Dimensionals on the wrong side. Always put one in the middle. We don't want any saggy middles, and I know you probably get sick of hearing me say that, but it's something that is important if you're making professional type card. Then we're going to peel that off. Excuse my arm. And we're going to put it down about here on the front. And one carrot is going to get attached with adhesive like that. And then the other carrot is going to have some adhesive here. Whoops, you can't see. Some adhesive there because it will be overlapping on the disc. I think this will work okay. Okay, then the last little bit here, I've got some linen thread. I'm just going to pull off a length. And I liked that I made a double bow here. And that's very, easy to do, a double bow. Just match it up. Oh, you like my polka dots. Yeah, this is a nice winter shirt that I bought for Iowa, and it's coming in handy in New York. Okay, now I'm going to take this loop end and then make the loops for my bow. Pull it through. Even them up to the size that you want. Okay, and I'm going to trim this off. And trim this to the same size. And there I've got a double bow, but I only tied once. Now I need to while I was in Virginia, that's where all my stuff is stored, in the garages that are on my daughter's, the property she's renting. And I had a whole list of stuff I wanted to bring back. Unfortunately, most of it's buried, so I couldn't. But I did find some more glue dots, as you can see. Those I could reach because I had just this little piece with 2 left, one I just used. Okay, so here's our card for today. And we will get this, plus last week's. I didn't get them in the mail before I left on Monday, so they will go out tomorrow. And what category did the die come out of? Well, it's just in the catalog under dies. So here's our card, and we will see who the winner is and get it in the mail. I'll be picking it a little bit later. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you Wednesday at 4 with a tip or a tidbit or some news. And Virginia, I don't think I know what you mean by category for the die. If you could clarify that, I could answer it better. But thank you, Gloria. I thought it was cute. My friend's little granddaughter was watching me make the carrots, and she was worried that I wasn't going to put any green on them. So I made her happy with the green on it. Catalog, it's in the annual catalog, the big one. So that makes more sense to me. So it's in the big catalog. If you give me a minute, I can even find the page. Stylish dies are on page 175. Here they are. Shows you all. There's 6 hearts, 5 squares, and 4 banners. So, okay. Well, y'all have a good evening too, and we'll see you on Wednesday for Tidbits with Susan. Bye-bye for now. Don't forget to share and like my page. Bye-bye.